Hello, Facebook friends. How are you? Give me a moment while I share this out. Happy Monday. Let me move this over. I feel like I'm fighting to be seen. I also want you to see my vote sign. Primaries are coming out. Y'all need to vote. Share. Bum, 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 bum. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Gosh. Okay. All right. Hello. Let me go to Instagram. Okay. All right, there we go. Hey, Kay, how are you, babe? Hey, boo. Yes, okay. All right, guys, we are starting in just a couple of minutes. Give me a few. Yes, I know I'm a little quiet today. I'm getting everything. Even working from home, you got to kind of settle into the beginning of the week, and that's what I'm doing right now. My Monday was very busy, and I am happy for it. How was your weekend? How y'all doing? Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Joey. Saying hi to my family. Let me see. Something good that happened to me this weekend. I found a really great patio set for my deck out back. I also ordered myself an inflatable pool, which is arriving sometime in the next couple of weeks. And like a patio umbrella, y'all. My summer, my house is about to be my own personal resort. I cannot wait. Okay. COVID ain't gonna keep me from having a good time in the house. All right. Okay. So we are getting started in just 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah. We're going to get started in 1 minute. And we've got plenty of stories. One which was sent to me by one of you guys. I've actually got quite a backlog of stories, which is great because that means we can have robust episodes every night this week. I'm super excited. Hey, hey, hey. All right, we are just waiting for this to turn to 8:05, and then I can put the pause button on the music station. Where y'all at? Y'all out? Are y'all outside? You should not be outside. I don't care what the state says. Don't go outside. It sucks. There's still COVID out there. Unless you're protesting, make sure you wear your mask to the protest, okay? All right, it's time to start, all right? Let me put the pause button on, and we are going to get started. All right. Welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday, y'all. We made it to another week. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are wondering who I am, I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself set your businesses up for success. I help you get your paperwork done. So if you need help with things like registering your business with the state, making sure you have appropriate contracts, getting EIN numbers, getting DUNS numbers, operating agreements, basic brand protection strategies, hiring policies that don't violate the law. I help you do all of those things. If you are wondering why I'm qualified to help you do all of those things, I'm a licensed attorney with a specialization in business formation, have been one for 14 years and counting. I have started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I am very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas, and if you're going to be successful, there's just some concepts that you need to know, and that's why I'm here. All right. So if you would like to get in contact with me so that we can work together, so we can make your business, set that foundation up solidly, so you can hit these business streets running, so you can go to those meetings, with your paperwork in order and say, bam, yes, I am a real business owner. Yes, I have my paperwork in order. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. There you're going to be able to do many things. One, you're going to be able to set up a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first-time client. You are also going to be able to download my free Biz Launch cheat sheet. Hello, hey, Alyssa. You're also going to be able to download my free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. Also, for the ladies who are watching, if you kind of want to see an extended preview of what I do, I'm going to be a featured speaker at the Power of Three Women's Virtual Summit. It is completely online and it is completely free to attend. You can you can secure your spot. Hello, Next Level Veteran. You can secure your spot by, again, going to linktree/NPL Consulting Firm and clicking the link. All right. So there's many ways to get in contact with me and see what your girl's about. But yeah, that's enough about me. Now let's get on to the show. So if you are new, the way that the show works is this way. I pull stories that you guys have suggested to me. Actually, our first story is one that was sent to me by one of you lovely viewers. Stories y'all sent to me, stories I see in the news, on blog sites. I have some Google alerts that come to me, and I pull the ones that have lessons that we can learn as business owners, and we talk about them, okay? So this is a discussion. I want to interact with you. I want you to give me your comments. I want you to ask your questions. There is a disclaimer. My friends on Facebook, there is a long delay on Facebook. So I still want you to participate, but just know that it's going to take me a while to get your questions and responses. If you want to join in real time, you don't have to. You can come join us over on Instagram at NPL Consulting Firm. You can still stay on Facebook. That is fine. Just be aware that it's going to take me a little bit of time to get your answers and questions, your comments and questions. Okay? All right. So now that we've gotten all the intro stuff out of the way, it is time to get to the content. All right? Okay, so hello, Byron Hood. All right, so the first story that we are talking about tonight, it is the title story of the episode, and it warmed my little heart. So we all know that, there is a lot going on in the world. George Floyd was murdered by a police officer, on camera. Hi, Black Georgia Peach One. Hey, girl. And there have been protests all over. And one of the things I remember that was noticeable was that people were commenting that 45 had not even mentioned George Floyd's death. Keep in mind, I call him 45. I will not refer to that man as, as the president, because in my mind, he is not the president. I did not vote for him, and he does not act presidential. So we call him 45 over here, okay? We don't even call him by his name. So people said 45 hadn't made any commentary about George Floyd and all the protests and stuff like that. And then, he came out with those statements and saying those horrible, hateful things about, the looting starts, the shooting starts. Anyway, I guess trying to, repair however you think you can, repair his image in light of all of this. Apparently, people on 45's team, I don't know who they were, they made a tribute video to George Floyd, where they also had they included photos and videos of the protests. And this tribute video was posted to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. However, this tribute video was swiftly taken down off of Facebook and Instagram because the people who put this tribute video together for 45, they used music that they did not clear. And the people who own the music said, "Hey, that's my music, and I don't want you using it for 45." And Facebook and Instagram at least have taken it down. YouTube has not taken this tribute video down because they said that there is no infringing content in the copy that they were given. Hi, Rick T737. But yes, Facebook and Instagram have taken 45's tribute video to George Floyd down for copyright infringement. Now, his team is saying that using copyright law is censoring, his team and them being able to speak out. But the reason why I picked this story is to let y'all know that nobody is above intellectual property. Intellectual property is not going anywhere. Even 45, who disrespects the position of president on a daily basis, cannot overcome copyright law. So this is why it is important for you to protect your intellectual property. Get your copyrights, get your trademarks, because even in this time, when we have someone in office who is just disrespecting it on a daily basis, doesn't know what he's doing, is trying to commandeer the powers of the country for his personal use, he is still subject to copyright law. So, understand how powerful your intellectual property rights are when you have them in line. So that is why I say get your copyrights, get your trademarks, because they give you a lot of power. Okay? So, yes, that, I just wanted to talk about that story because it warmed my heart, and I want to say thank you to Atanya for sending that story to me. I really love when you guys send me stories. So if you find something interesting that you would like me to talk about, please send it on. Ashley, I know you sent me a story about that doll. I'm not going to be able to get to it tonight, but we will be getting to it tomorrow. Okay. Hello, SD Craig 21. Okay. So now that we have the good news out the way, let's get to the rest of our stories, okay? Do we have any people here who are into socks? You know how some people are into, like, I don't know. Some women are into handbags and shoes. Some guys are into ties. Is anybody watching into socks? If you are into socks, give me a sock emoji. I'm not a big sock person, but, I like a cute sock. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, Byron. But if you are a sock lover, give me a sock emoji. And while you are doing that, why am I asking about socks? Because I'm not showing y'all my feet. There has been a trademark battle going on in the sock world. So apparently there is a sock company that is called Sock It To Me, like sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me. Anyway, they sell socks, right? And another company came up and they called themselves Sock It Up. Hey, thanks, Byron. Okay, Byron, you are a sock aficionado. Have you heard of any of these companies? Have you heard of Sock It To Me or Sock It Up? These are sock companies. Anyway, so Socket To Me, basically, they filed a trademark infringement suit against Socket Up. They were saying that they were causing confusion in the sock selling marketplace. You've never heard of them? Okay. And they took them all the way to court. And the judge in that case said, Socket To Me, you're reaching. Yes, you both have sock in your name, but that is a generic name in your field because you both sell socks, and nobody is going to mistake Socket To Me for Socket Up. Especially if you're a person who's particular about socks, you probably have a brand that you like. So Byron Hood, as a person who says you say you are a sock aficionado, you are a sock fan, you like socks. If you were shopping for socks, would you be confused if there were a brand of socks called Socket To Me and a brand of socks called Socket Up? Would you think that they were related to each other? Would there be any confusion for you? Socket To Me versus Socket Up. Let me know, Byron. It wouldn't confuse you? All right, so you agree with the judge then that Socket Up and Socket To Me, they can both exist in the same universe of sock retailers, right? So I picked this case because just because your name, you might have one word in common with another brand, it doesn't automatically mean that you are boxed out of that name. What matters when you are picking names and trademarks and things like that, you have to think about, is there going to be confusion in the marketplace? If someone sees this brand that I create, are they going to think that it is someone else's brand? You never want to base your branding, you never want to base your logos on that because it can backfire on you. Some time ago, I covered a story where Target is being investigated by the FDA because they kept comparing their hand sanitizer to Purell, which said that it killed 99.99% of bacteria, and it ended up that Purell doesn't do that. So now both Purell and Target are in trouble, right? So Target would not be in trouble if they had not hitched their wagon to the Purell caravan. So this is why it's important that you differentiate your brands in the marketplace. You don't want there to be confusion. You don't want to ride anybody's coattails to success, okay? So just be careful out there. Thank you, Byron Hood. No confusion. All right. Just a reset, just to remind you guys who are coming in, you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business and you need help, legal advice to get it together, give your girl a call. Go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm and book yourself a free 15-minute consult if you are a first-time client. Okay, Byron has a question. Byron Hood said, wouldn't that have to do with branding, logo, colors, etc.? It can be everything. Logos, colors. It can also be the way that they sound. Hi, Awesome Nobody. Hi, Johnny Coltrane. Remember we talked about that story where there were two rival pet store companies that were opening and they were both named Woofies, but they were just spelled differently. Okay, so it can be colors, it can be the way it sounds. It also depends on, is there confusion amongst in the marketplace. So even if your logos and colors are different, if the names sound exactly the same, there could be some confusion in the marketplace. Okay? So I hope that answers your question, Byron. Byron, every time I say your name, hi, Open Arms Cleaning. Every time I say your name, Byron, I think of A Different World and the episode when Whitley Gilbert has her wedding interrupted by Dwayne. Hey. Okay, so let's move on to our next story. Has anybody here ever had a Monster Energy drink? If you have had a Monster Energy drink, give me an M in the comments. Monster Energy comes up a lot in this show. Monster Energy likes to sue for trademark infringement a lot. They will sue you at the drop of a dime. Hey, TB Moore, how you doing, girl? I don't know. Monster Energy, they have a lot of time on their hands. Okay, Open Arms Cleaning has had a Monster Energy. I don't know. I guess Monster Energy gives you the energy to sue, so Monster Energy likes to sue people. And in today's episode of Monster Suing People, I don't know if they're necessarily wrong in this. So Monster Energy is suing an energy efficiency company. Okay, so this is a company that helps your home become more energy efficient, and they call themselves My Energy Monster. They operate in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Florida, and their brand colors are green and black. Keep in mind that Monster's colors are, a particular green outlined in black, okay? And Monster Energy is saying that My Energy Monster, they have ads that play at, National Hockey League, minor league games, and it can be confusing. Now, we know that energy drinks, they sponsor a lot of sports, not just major league. They sponsor local teams, minor league, and that. So Monster Energy is saying, hey, this energy efficiency company that's called My Energy Monster, they're running ads at these games where we possibly are running ads too, and there could be confusion. So this case has not been settled yet. Hello, Tav Elohim. So this case has not been settled yet. We have to wait to hear what the court says. We know that Monster loves to sue people, but I don't necessarily think this is a situation where they're being, trademark bullies, because we know that Monster Energy's colors, they are green and black. And then you have this energy efficiency company whose colors are green and black, and you're calling yourself My Energy Monster. The only issue I see here is that Monster Energy, you are in the sports drink category, and this company, My Energy Monster, they are in the energy efficiency industry. So they're not necessarily areas that, that cross lines with each other. So I want to bring this question to you. Do you think that there is a possibility of confusion between Monster Energy, the energy drink, and My Energy Monster, the energy efficiency company? Do you think that there is a possibility of confusion with those names, even though they are in two different industries? Let me know what you think. Okay? Because I want to know what you guys think. Because I'm kind of torn here. The name is very similar, but then they're also in, they do business in areas that don't really cross paths. So I don't know if there necessarily would be confusion. So I'm asking you guys as a jury of peers, do you think that there is a possibility of confusion between Monster Energy, the drink, and My Energy Monster, the energy efficiency company? Let me know what you think. Hey. Let me know what you think. Okay? What time is it? Okay, we're making good time. We've got like 12 minutes. Okay, you guys are neutral on that? You're not... Okay, I'm going to assume that you're driving or something, because I see y'all here, you watching. But that's okay. As for me, I think this is a toss-up. I will be very interested to see how this comes out. But if I had to pick a side, I would say that the court, the judge, or whoever hears this, they're going to be on the side of My Energy Monster, because of the fact that Monster Energy and My Energy Monster are in two different fields. So that is just my opinion, and you guys are free to have your own, and I would love to hear them in the comments, okay? All right. So we are moving on to our next story of the evening, guys. Just a reminder, ladies, make sure that you reserve your spots for the free virtual women's summit, The Power of Three. I'm going to be a featured speaker. It's completely free to attend. Go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm and get your ticket. All right. Okay. So next story that we are talking about. Has anybody watched the movie Gone in 60 Seconds? If you have watched the movie, hi, Lady Deshette 504. Lady Deshette, are you from New Orleans? Because I see 504 and I immediately think the 504 boys and like Master P. Anyway, but Okay. Has anybody here watched the movie Gone in 60 Seconds? If you have watched the movie Gone in 60 Seconds, Johnny Coltrane, you've watched it? Okay. If anybody else has watched it, give me a car emoji. Johnny Coltrane, do you remember the name of the car? Now Gone in 60 Seconds, I watched. Oh, that's funny. I think it's pronounced "da shit." Okay. Johnny Coltrane, do you remember the name of like the prize car in Gone in 60 Seconds? Do you remember the name of the car? Now, Gone in 60 Seconds for me, I didn't realize that it was a remake. The one that I know is the one with Nicolas Cage. But whatever version that you've seen, Johnny Coltrane, do you remember the name of the car that the protagonist in the movie wanted to get? What was the car's name? I'm going to give you like 3 seconds. You making Lady Deshette 504 laugh. All right. So while Johnny Coltrane puts his answer in, no, Johnny Coltrane, not 65 Mustang. The car was called Eleanor. So for those of you who don't know what Gone in 60 Seconds is, it's a movie about this guy. He was a car thief. He stopped stealing cars, went on the straight path, but then, something happens. His brother's in trouble and he has to steal a bunch of cars in one night to get his brother out of trouble. And it's a list of 50 cars. The movie I'm talking about is the remake. Okay. So it's a list of 50 cars, but there's one car on there that the protagonist was never able to get. And it was a car that he called Eleanor. Okay. And Eleanor was a 1967 Ford Mustang. So Johnny Coltrane, you were correct about the type of car. You've seen it, Lady Deshette? Okay. All right. So now I told you, Gone in 60 Seconds, the one I saw was a remake. The original one was made in 1974. And it was directed by a gentleman by the name of H.B. Halleck. And if you didn't know, the director, he got a trademark for the name Eleanor for a Ford Mustang, to refer to it, or a specific type of car. So there is a trademark out there for Eleanor for a Ford Mustang. And he gave the rights to the trademark to his widow, and she has had it ever since. And here is where I'm going to show you the power of trademarks. So, Miss Halleck, the widow, she found out that that this YouTube channel called B is for Build was trying to build their own version of Eleanor. Like, they got all the parts and they were going to put together a 1967 Ford Mustang. And she went to her lawyer, said, "Excuse me, somebody's trying to build an Eleanor." They filed a trademark infringement suit and they got the car confiscated. They took the car away. She owns the rights to the name Eleanor, and the fact that they were trying to build a car that they were calling Eleanor, they said, "We're trying to build Eleanor." She was like, "Oh, no. Eleanor is mine. You can't have it." And they got the car confiscated, okay? Now, obviously, the people at B is for Build were not happy about this. And they actually released a statement over the fact that they are not going to be able to build Eleanor. One of them, this guy Chris, he said, "I do know that I can give my opinion on the team at GoneIn60Seconds.com, and I can tell you that they are terrible people parading around as car people with a history of being lawsuit happy dickheads." So Chris from B is for Build is very upset that he's not going to be able to, build his own Eleanor. But again, this is the power of contracts. When you own your name, when you own your brand, you get to say who gets to use it and who doesn't. So whether or not we agree with Mrs. Halleck and her, being mad at people for trying to build Eleanor, she actually tried to sue the people who did the remake over using the name Eleanor in the movie. So whether or not you agree with her and her restricting use of Eleanor, this is her right. The phone's ringing. Okay. This is her right as a trademark owner. She can say, I don't want you to use this, and she don't have to give you a reason why. If she says no, it's a no-go. Sorry, B is for Bill. We're going to take your card. So yes, so there will be no forthcoming Eleanors. If any of you are into cars, don't expect to see that anytime soon. Okay? And I think, okay, we have time for one more quick one that I think is super funny. Have any of you guys watched Space Force on Netflix yet? It just came out like, I want to say a week ago or so. Has anybody watched Space Force? If you have watched Space Force, give me a spaceship emoji, a rocket emoji. If you have watched Space Force, give me a rocket emoji. Okay? And just very quickly, when you have not? Okay. Well, if you didn't know, Space Force is a series that was just released on Netflix, and it is about politics and the military, and a military for space. Just like kind of real life, how the person in the White House right now has established a space force, a literal space force. Well, there are a lot. You started open arms cleaning. There are some articles coming out now over the fact that the military, the Space Force, might have a trademark battle on its hands, because unlike the administration, Netflix is taking care of business, and they have gone about securing trademarks for Space Force all over the place. They said, this is a series, we are putting it out, and this is our name. And Netflix is out here putting their stamp on Space Force. Now, what does this mean for the military? Now, most likely, there's not going to be any overlap, but what if there's merchandise put out there? Think about it. Military, Army, Navy, Marine Corps, you can buy, commemorative items, right? What if the military branch, the Space Force, wants to put out Space Force merchandise? And what if Netflix wants to put out their own Space Force merchandise? There could be some butting heads in that area. But because Netflix is out here securing the trademarks early, they might actually be able to beat out the military for trademarks when it comes to merchandising for Space Force. Again, the power of intellectual property. Protect your stuff early so you don't have to fight about it later. Okay? But yes. So those were the stories that I had for you guys tonight. My voice is a little froggy. I think it might be because I had some cheese. I tried to stop eating cheese, and then I started again, and it's making me congested. But I'm sorry. TMI. Anyway. Those are the stories that I had for you this evening. I want to thank you guys for your time and attention, even though I was a little sinusy. I'm going to be back here tomorrow with more stories. I love hearing from you guys. I have tons more stories for you guys because I did miss last Monday. We are going to be chock full of things, but that does not mean that I don't want you to send me stuff. If you find stories about, that have business lessons that we can learn, or things that you have questions on, please send them to me. I love to discuss the stories that you bring me. Our very first story about 45 being shut down by copyright law was sent to me by one of y'all, and I'm very appreciative of you for that. As well, if you are in the startup phase of your business and you need legal advice, that is what I do. Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm and set up your free 15-minute consultation if you're a first-time client, or set up your one-on-one coaching session with me, okay? As well, if you are not ready for a one-on-one session, you can go to gumroad.com/NPL Consulting Firm. That is my e-store where you can get my digital products. I have workshops on EIN numbers, on DUNS numbers, on operating agreements, on contracts, whatever aspect of business formation you have a question on, I've got a product for you, all right? So go to gumroad.com/NPL Consulting Firm and go check out the e-store. But I'm going to be back tomorrow. I think, depending on how swiftly we get through some stories, Thursday's might be a Q&A day, so I'm telling you this now so you can start compiling questions, because usually I'm kind of impromptu with Q&A, but I want to give you some time. So I think this Thursday what we'll do is we'll do maybe like 15 minutes of stories, and then we'll do 15 minutes of Q&A, okay? So if you've got any questions, just start writing them down for Thursday. As well, ladies, make sure you secure your spot for the Power of Three Women's Virtual Summit. Can't wait to see you guys there. Take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. For those of you who are out there protesting or participating in, the political activism in any way, I salute you. Stay safe. Make sure that, you are keeping yourself and the people around you safe. Make sure you wear your masks. It feels like change is on the horizon, and even though whenever you are growing, there is always growing pains, and through tragedy, hopefully we can come through triumphant. So that is what I'm going to leave you guys with tonight, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Brooklyn Swan, you just missed everything. You got to go watch the replay. Okay, bye.